Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. In this game, we'll see the Charlotte Bobcats going up against the Orlando Magic here at their home, Amway Center. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. Teams are starting to ramp up for the stretch run. GA, how do you feel about this part of the season?
Well, this is when it really starts to get fun. The games get more intense. Every win and loss just takes on a little bit more meaning.
Now here is Carter. To the right side. Clock at 6. Lewis sets the pick for Carter. Off target from outside. And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for Charlotte. Last time they met was in Charlotte.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
Charlotte, their last game, a win against the Kings. Nelson kicks to Lewis. Pass to Howard. Over Livingston. The short one's on the money.
So hard to corral Howard. I mean, even when you try to rough him up and get physical with him, he still just is able to play through it.
Now, here's Livingston. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Wallace, the pass to Chuck. Jackson, that's a two-pointer. Dwight Howard grabs the board.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
The pass to Clark. Out to Nelson. Back to Howard. Goes back up. Nice move. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Sensational at hitting the glass. Howard has fantastic timing when he goes after those rebounds.
Augustine passes to Livingston. Outside Jackson. To the paint. Here's Chop. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Bobcats shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Beatrice against Jackson. Here is Beatrice. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And Howard with the stop.
Yeah, nice job that time by rolling after setting the solid screen. He's excellent in these screen and roll sets.
Now here's Jackson. A 20-point game for him in the win against Sacramento.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist totals show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
Here's Nelson. Steven Jackson making his last shot. Now Nelson. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Lewis gets the bucket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Stolen by Petrus. Inside, here's Howard, and it's Dwight Howard with the finish.
Vintage Howard right there, reminding us why he used to compete in the dunk contest.
First quarter play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Augustine passes to Livingston. Here's Jackson. And sent back by Howard.
Excellent timing by Howard. He knows exactly when to jump to deny shot attempt.
And it's Carter missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Augustine passes to Jock. The dish now to Livingston. From the high post, he drills it.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Orlando leading by 6. Nelson outside. Passes it to Petrus. Carter on the wing. He's covered by Livingston. Here's Howard, and it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball. There's Jackson with the 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. Howard's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Magic.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
And that one misses.
You know, Howard, a physical and muscular, authoritative big guy who intimidates most nights. His physicality, very impressive.
Here's Job. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. Got to appreciate that stop.
Carter outside. Howard setting the pick for Carter. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And Wallace slams it in.
You know, that kind of unselfishness, guys, from Augustine is really infectious, especially when it's coming from your point guard.
Lewis is screen on Augustine. Nelson kicks to Lewis. Pass to Nelson. Howard setting the pick for Nelson. 5 to shoot. Howard, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Magic leading by 11. Pass to Nelson. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Howard misses. The Bobcats have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. And there's the pass to Augustine. Here's Jop. Jackson looking it over, and a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
And I love the passion that Jackson plays with. Never bashful when it comes to pulling the trigger, and an outstanding two-way player.
3 shots. 3 shots.
And that one falls for Jackson. Gortat's checked in for the Magic. One is no good. Well, Kobe winning his 5th championship last season. Amazing. But he is in his 30s, GA, and some incredible young players ready, it seems, to take over.
No doubt. Kevin, you've got 26-year-old LeBron coming off that MVP. A 22-year-old Kevin Durant just won the scoring title. So loads of other hungry stars ready to be next.
Magic leading by 9. Nelson outside. Pass to Carter. Lewis sets the pick for Carter. And Vince Carter with the slam.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Now here's Jackson. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Count it, good.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Bobcats shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. Boris Diaz checked in for the Bobcats.
One shot.
And Jackson no good on that one.
And the missed opportunities for them at the line here early on.
And those can often come back to haunt you. They've got to focus and really make the most of the chances.
Pass to Augustine. Back to Livingston. To the middle. It's stolen by Carter. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Finished off by Carter.
Carter taking flight is a thing of beauty. Insanity showing off his amazing bounce.
And here's Augustine in the game against Sacramento. Very impressive. Outside Jackson. Puts up a 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Jackson's got 9.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Now, here is Nelson. A 14-point game for him in the win against Oklahoma City. Lewis a screen on Augustine. Nelson from outside. Knocks down the 3-ball. And the Magic lead by 11.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
Now here's Jackson. 9 points in the game so far. Shot clock at 6. Jacques kicks to Dial. Charlotte needs to get a shot. There's Jackson with the 3. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Now here's Petrus. He's guarded closely. Nelson finds Carter. A shot, no good. And it's Livingston with the ball for the Charlotte Bobcats. 11-point game. Dishes it to Dial. Pass to Augustine. The 3. Sinks the triple.
You know, typically, guys, Augustine is setting others up. Nice to see him get a pass himself and drill the shot.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
You know, he recognized his players were fatigued and needed to catch their breath. Those guys were cooked out there.
For the Magic, Downs comes in for Michael Petrus. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Jameer Nelson. And for the Bobcats, Mahara comes in for Jackson. And it's Henderson for Sean Livingston. Redick passes to Gortat. Orlando moving the ball around. to the inside. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. And the Magic lead by 10.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Reddick against Augustine. Shoots over Reddick. Augustine, no luck. Orlando's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Carter against Henderson from about 16, and it's Carter missing.
His shot's just, it's not there right now with this team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Diaw inside. Lewis covering. And that one's good. Chop. 1:12 left to play in the first quarter. And Reddick kicks to Lewis. Back to Reddick. Over Augustine. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Collins checked in for Lewis. Brown, he's checked in for the Bobcats. Jackson comes in for DJ Augustine. The free throw drops for Reddick.
Boy, Reddick has some of the most admirable traits you want to see in any basketball player. His professionalism and work ethic have made him the player he is today.
Now, here's Diaw. Nothing on the board. Almost, but it rolls out.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Carter left side. Outside Collins. And the pass to Carter. To the middle and taken away by Brown. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Passes it to Henderson. Brown sends a screen for Henderson. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake.
The mid-ranger is so sweet, especially from Henderson.
Here's Carter. It's in the bucket for his 4th field goal. Shooting at a 4 of 9 clip.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it. Or the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. It's the Magic up by 11. And we'll return shortly. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a very convincing performance from the Magic so far.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Outside, Reddick. Popped up there for Howard. It's tipped. It's stolen by Brown. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. A putback. It's good on the putback. Diaw's got his first points of the game.
He's just so clever at getting that position on the backboard. Diaw's basketball IQ is really impressive.
Now here's Towns. He's coming off a 19-point game against Oklahoma City.
And a gigantic game for him at the free throw line. He was an instigator, drawing a ton of contact and really just hunting for the whistle.
Poke loose. Bobcats trail by 7. Ashton Ahara. Towns against Jackson. Shoots Here's over Towns, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Williams kicks to Irving. Outside, Reddick fires from deep. Nailed from three-point land. Reddick's got 6 points.
It's the main strength in Reddick's game, his three-point shot. Lethal. This guy is a laser.
And now the first timeout called here for the Bobcats. Richardson, he's checked in for Irving. And let's take a look at the last handful of seasons and the steal numbers for him.
And when you see the tumble his steal totals have taken the last few years, you can see that he's gotten away from playing the kind of gritty, hard-nosed D he was known for. That's an aspect of his game he needs to get back.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Charlotte moving it around. They set the pick. Diaw inside. Towns on him. Nahara dishes to Jackson. 4 on the clock. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip. 5 for 10.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Towns, the pass to Howard. He kicks to Williams. A stupendous finish in traffic.
They call him White Chocolate. Jason Williams with the acrobatic finish. Boy, he's fun to watch.
Austin Ahara. Outside Jackson. Inside, here's Brown, and there's the call on Howard. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that 3rd foul.
Michael Petrus is checked in for the Magic. Nelson comes in for Williams. And then for Charlotte, Gerald Wallace. He's checked in for Brown. And it's Livingston in for Eduardo Nahara. Diaw, the screen. Here's Wallace. And it's sent back by Howard. Nelson against Wallace. And it's sent back by Wallace. Tries the spin move. On the wing, Jackson, defended by Towns. And the basket by Diaw.
And this close in, Diaw can finish strong. No need to hold back.
Lobbed up there for Howard. Diaw with the steal. Jackson against Towns. Here's Livingston, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
Assisted by Stephen Jackson.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now the feed to Howard. Over Diaw. Howard, that's good. Howard's got 14 points for the game.
And the strength of Howard is tremendous, which makes him hard to stop when he catches it that low.
Livingston passes to Jackson. And a miss there on the triple. Orlando leading by 6. Nelson outside. He feeds it to Howard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Waltz. Greg, the draft is in late June. It's a few months away. But Kemba Walker is definitely an interesting prospect.
A small guard, Walker, 6 feet tall, but man, what a leader. He's relentless, and Kemba can score it and run the offense, so he brings those intangibles, which are off the chart.
That one is off. The Magic making a switch here. Lewis is checked in. Jobs checked in for Charlotte. And he's good on the second. Livingston with it. Wallace outside. Outside Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it to Jop. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists tonight.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
To the paint. And slammed in by Howard.
You know, showing flashes of his old self here. I mean, when Howard finds that rhythm, he feels like nobody can stop him, and he's right.
Diao with a screen on Nelson. The pass to Wallace. Now, here's Diao. Now, Jackson. Shoots over Redick. Jackson misses. So the Magic, their last game, a win against the Thunder. Here is Petrus. He has yet to score. Nelson outside. A 3-ball. Tips it, and Howard with the second chance points. And now a 9-point Magic lead.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Charlotte calls timeout. Carter, he's checked in for the Magic. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and look at the NBA's best rebounding teams for this last month. 4th, the Magic.
I mean, they've taken their rebounding to another level, getting physical and playing with a ton of energy.
Passes to Livingston. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Yep, that one goes. Lewis has got 5 points so far.
Nice job inside that time by Rashard Lewis, recognizing he had the advantage and attacked.
Carter against Jackson. And they double up Jackson. Down low. Here's Jop, and he jams it with authority.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Orlando leading by 7. Howard setting the pick for Nelson. There's the drive. Feeds it to Howard. And Jop with the block. Now Diao. Livingston looking for the opening. Pass to Jackson. Pocket 6. And they double up Jackson. Here's Jop. Over Lewis. Jop can't make it work. Now here's Petrus. He's covered by Livingston.
Hey, you don't have to worry about where you throw it. Just throw it up, because Carter, athletic enough to get any pass for the alley-oop.
And here's Livingston. 6 points for him. Stolen by Lewis. Nelson, right side. And the call will be against Gerald Wallace. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Picking up his second foul here. Has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Carter. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Augustine's checked in. Now, here is Nelson. Pass to Howard. And Jop with the block. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. The Magic making a switch here. Carter's checked in, and the Bobcats making a change here as well. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Boris Diaw. Here's Lewis. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City. Here's Howard, and Howard with the stuff.
Howard determined to punish the rim and scare off defenders when he gets inside. Watch out now.
There's the lob to Jackson.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth.
He could have messed that up trying for a big slam. Nice work going to the layup.
Nelson with it. Lewis, right side. He kicks it to Petrus. Just 5 to shoot. For 3, Nelson drains the three-pointer. Nelson's got the lead up to 12 now for the Magic.
And that's the shot Nelson's always relied on, and it served him well. He works nonstop on the perimeter, finding the space he needs to get good looks from beyond.
Charlotte calls timeout. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Look at Orlando. They've had a great season, and will look to extend that into the playoffs. And, of course, the Bobcats just need to take it a game at a time.
And when I look at Orlando, lately they've been off their game just a little bit. It's led to them losing that top spot here in the standing.
And, Greg, peaks and valleys are part of the season for the most talented of teams. I mean, they've still got plenty of time to get things right before the playoffs.
Now here is Augustine. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Ball is up on top. Lewis covering. And it's sent back by Howard.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And a chance to check out the Bobcats' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll be playing the Nuggets in Denver. Then on Friday, they'll be playing the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And for that matchup with the Blazers, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
The first one falls. The Bobcats making a change here. Diaw's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
I like how he's dialed up his aggressiveness here, finding ways to get to the line in the second quarter.
Augustine looking around. The pass to Jock. Back to Augustine. Here's Livingston. 6 points for him over Howard. That's good, and the Orlando lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Livingston. Here's Nelson. Howard with this screen on Augustine. Nelson finds Howard. Out of bounds. Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. Gorton's checked in for the Magic.
Number 13, Martin Gorton.
Shot clock at 6. Orlando moving the ball around. Here's Nelson. He takes it in. Jackson grabs the board.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now, here's Livingston. He's got 8. Stolen by Lewis. Carter against Jackson. The feed to Nelson. It's rebounded by Jop. Jop's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter.
Orlando leading by 10. And out of bounds as the Bobcats gain possession. So a moment now to see the story for him. Now Augustine. Outside Jackson. Spins. 6 to shoot. They set the pick. 43 seconds left to play in the first half. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Carter outside. To the middle. It's tipped. Gortat, and it's Gortat finishing it off.
He is a big guy, and Gortat doesn't play the finesse game. This is a guy who's all about strength. Forget about laying it up there. He's going to take the power approach.
Jackson against Petrus. And here's Livingston. Back to Jackson. Jacks up a 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Dwight Howard making highlights for the Orlando Magic. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Right back after this break. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We have seen an exceptional performance from Dwight Howard.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Now here is Augustine. Here's Job. Passes it to Jackson. Out to Wallace. To the three-point line, it's Augustine. That shot misses. Good D by Nelson. Looking to end his cold spell. He lays it in. Nelson's got 8.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
Now here is Augustine. Pass to Jackson. Livingston with it. Over Carter. Rebound by Petrus. Petrus has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Lewis sets the pick for Carter. And it's off from three-point range. Howard misses. Cats trail by 14. Outside Jackson, pass to Livingston. Wallace right side. Orlando grabs the miss. Howard's got 11 rebounds in the game. Bobbed up there for Howard. It's taken away by Wallace. And here's the fast break. Here's Livingston, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Now here's Howard. 23 points in the game.
And you know what? There's no question about it. Dwight Howard still has it going on inside.
Augustine dishes to Livingston. And there's the pass to Jackson. Just 4 to shoot. And that one drops for him. Jackson's got 17 now.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
Back to Howard. And Howard with the stop.
Great timing and recognition as Howard is able to go up for the alley-oop.
Charlotte calls timeout. With this break in the action, here's a look at the teams that have blocked the most shots in the NBA this last month. Number 1, the Magic.
They have been racking up the blocks lately. I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
Here's Augustine. And they've got time, Greg, to chip away at this lead.
Yeah, still lots of time, but they have to play smart if they want to erase this deficit.
Now, here's Livingston. Outside Jackson. Kicks it to Jop. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here is Howard. Outside for Lewis. Carter outside. From outside the arc. And Lewis is good for 3. 8 points for him.
Lewis will take this shot every time he can. No hesitation behind the arc.
Now Augustine. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going.
Neither did the defense.
Now here is Carter. He's got 11. To the left side wing. Who is outside? It's Vince Carter on the wing. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Carter's got 13.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Now here's Livingston. 10 points for him. To the paint, here's Chop. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
And a moment to see numbers for Augustine. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Howard with the screen on Augustine. Here's Nelson. He kicks to Howard. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Magic lead by 17.
Hammering it home with authority. Howard taking pride in following up those missed shots and doing it with major force.
Now here's Livingston. Pass to Jackson. To the inside. Here's Chop. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Orlando.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And they've been working things through the post tonight, flexing their strength on the block.
And he makes the first. Gortat's checked in for Howard. He hits one, then this is the second attempt from the free throw line.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Outside Lewis. It's rebounded by Charlotte. After this one, they're off to Denver to take on the Nuggets. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the defense.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Tom Livingston taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Livingston hits both of them.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Nelson, the pass to Lewis. Kicks it to Petrus. Back to Lewis. Orlando moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer, Nelson. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Jacques got his 6th rebound on the night. And Wallace slams it in.
Great pass that time by DJ Augustine.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Orlando. 17 points was their biggest margin. From 6 feet, and Jacques with the block. And they get it back. And here's Petrus. Scoreless thus far. Three-pointer, Nelson. Good on the triple. And the Magic lead by 15.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
And they are second in blocks. That takes a lot more than athleticism. It takes instincts and big-time effort.
And the defense you brought up, holding opponents to the lowest shooting percentage in the league, we can't even begin to describe how hard they are to break down.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And at the offensive end, Gortat probably doesn't get his due. He's got a lot of moves, and he can finish with either hand. And his work on the offensive glass is more than capable.
Charlotte making a switch here. Diaw's checked in. Both free throws good from Gortat. Bobcats trail by 15. Here's Augustine. There's a good screen. Inside. Jacques. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Livingston passes to Diaw. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Jacques. And they had their chances, 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Pass to Nelson. Back to Carter. And the foul on Michael Peaches. That'll be his second foul of the game. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
The Bobcats have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Pass to Jock. He dishes it to Wallace. With a floater, 2 points. That one goes. Wallace has got 8 points.
Boy, he's been a different player here in the second half, looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
There's the pass to Carter. Good, and nice assist from Nelson. Nelson's got 6 assists now in the game.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning. Has not stopped.
And an average shot blocker for a center. When Gortat rejects shots, it helps set the tone for the defense.
And Orlando making a change here. Reddick is checked in. Brown is checked in for the Bobcats. And Augustine kicks to Dial. Here's Livingston. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Gortat. He's got 6. Fast break now for Charlotte. Up it goes, and the Magic lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Livingston.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Here's Nelson. He's got 11, and the call will be against Gerald Waltz. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Orlando making some changes. Towns, he's checked in for Peaches. And it's Williams in for Nelson. And for the Bobcats, Nahara comes in for Wallace. And Henderson subbed in for Sean Livingston. Gortat with a screen on Augustine. Down low. Gortat finds Carter. That's good from 17 feet away. Carter's got 18 points.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities. Diao against Towns. Feeds it to Nahara. Passes it to Augustine. Brown sets a screen for Augustine. Misses the J after tricking the D with the nifty pass fake. Henderson against Reddick. Shot from the top of the key. That one goes. Counted. Reddick's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. He's really accomplished on the offensive end. J.J. Reddick consistently keeps moving and puts pressure on the defense. From 11 feet away. That's good, and the Orlando lead is cut back down to 14 on those points from Henderson. Boy, really nice job to take what the defense was giving him there. Pass to Reddick. There's 1:38 left in the 3rd. He kicks it to Gortat. And Brown over to help. 5 on the clock. Williams' shot is off. Bobcats trail by 14. It's Henderson on the wing. Brown with a screen on Reddick. And that one's good by Henderson. 6 points for him.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Reddick is in the corner. No good from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to Augustine. Henderson looking it over. Over Carter. Gortat with the rebound. Orlando leading by 12. Carter drives in. Kicks to Gortat. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Now the pass to Reddick. Nobody near Williams. Connects from three-point range. Williams has got 5.
How about that? Reddick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. To the middle. Out to Carter. Back to Williams. Over Augustine. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
And so it's the Orlando Magic feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we'll be right back after this. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Orlando leading by 17. Williams passes to Reddick. Back to Williams. Right side Towns. Reddick finds Richardson. Oh, good on the triple. Cats trail by 17. Here's Diaw. That one misses. Towns with the defensive effort. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Magic. 17-point lead, their biggest.
A fundamentally sound player. Gotta like how well Reddick works the rock around the floor.
Now here is Augustine. It's Henderson on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. Fades away. It's rebounded by Towns. The Magic shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Howard with the stop.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Pass to Jackson. And Clark last season some contentious contract negotiations between the NBA and its officials. Nice to have things settled, isn't it?
Always good to have labor peace, Kevin. Yeah, the collective bargaining agreement is set to expire after this season, so we got to take a pause and hold our breath. Could be another tense summer coming up.
Eduardo Nahara checked in for Charlotte. And that one falls for Jackson.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Right side, Williams. Outside, Reddick. Outside, Williams. Off target with his 3. Cats trail by 18. Here is Nahara. 7-foot shot. And he can't bank that one in. The Magic have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Williams in the post. Henderson defending. He gets it in there. Towns has got his first 2 points of the night.
And how about the mindset of Williams? Just constantly on the lookout to set up his teammates.
Pass to Diaw. And Clark, this summer, the 1960 and 1992 U.S. men's basketball teams both inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Both teams are undefeated, winning by over 42 points on average. but the world is starting to catch up after some disastrous finishes. Nice to see the U.S. back on track with 2 straight gold medals in Beijing and Turkey.
Here's Diao after the Magic pick up 2. Brown sends a screen for Henderson. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Henderson. Brown's got his first basket.
Brown knew exactly what he was doing there and executed the pick and roll perfectly.
To the inside. And Howard with the stop.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Pass to Diaz. Brown with a screen on Towns. Diaz the pass to Brown. And the dunk by Brown.
And I love how Diao watches the floor. If a better option presents itself, he is ready to find it.
The pass to Reddick. To the middle. Here's Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Henderson kicks to Nahara. He feeds it to Jackson. Brown sends a screen for Henderson. Over Williams. Henderson, no good. Magic leading by 22. To the paint. Outside for Reddick. Williams looking around. Howard with a screen on Henderson. Howard, great positioning on the putback.
A flat-out bulldog in the paint. Great job to follow his own shot there and get the basket.
Passes it to Diaz. And they double up Jackson. Floats it up for Henderson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Lewis checked in for Towns. Pietrus comes in for Quentin Richardson. Vince Carter, he's checked in for J.J. Reddick. And Jameer Nelson is subbed in for Jason Williams. And the Bobcats with the new group in. Jobs checked in for Brown. Wallace comes in for Boris Diaw. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Eduardo Nahara. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Henderson. Now a timeout called by Orlando.
It's time for your 407 dance speed.
Nelson against Augustine. Pass to Howard. Over Jock. Hits the jump hook. Howard's got 43 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Jock. Outside Jackson. Lets the 3 fly. Drills it from outside. Jackson's got 23.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Nelson dishes to Lewis. He kicks it to Howard. Back to Lewis. The Bobcats pull it in. Wallace outside. Pass to Jackson. Stolen by Pietrus. They push it up. 4 on 3. Nelson, no one around him. Kept alive. That one's not going to go. Charlotte's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Jackson passes to Augustine. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. And he uses the glass on the layup. Jackson's got 8 here in the quarter. And it's Nelson with the ball, bringing it up now for the Magic. Carter on the wing. Back to Nelson. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Now here is Augustine. And they double up Jackson. And the pass to Wallace. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Jackson against Nelson. Stolen. Outside Jackson. Augustine in the corner. Outside Jackson. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. And he dunks it down.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly.
Either that, guys, or he wanted the photographers to get a good shot of it.
At the line for Orlando, Dwight Howard. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. He's off on the second. Bobcats have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Nelson against Jackson. Rebound by the Magic. Howard's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Passes it to Carter. It's taken away by Wallace, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. Magic leading by 23. Carter, the pass to Nelson. Kicks to Lewis. Back to Nelson. Pass to Carter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Carter able to play right through that defender, draped all over him. Absolutely fearless when he's got the ball in his hands.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Carter.
They're shooting better from the free throw line since halftime. That's a big plus if you're holding the lead late.
Vince Carter hits them both.
Tell you what, when you start locking it down at the line, usually good things tend to happen.
Augustine with it. Pass to Jackson. Clock at 6. The pass to Jop over Petrus. And that one's good. Jop.
You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
Orlando leading by 23. Nelson outside. Bobbed up there for Howard, and it's out of bounds. The Bobcats will take it the other way.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Charlotte Bobcats. Passes to Jackson. Court top with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Gortat. Six on the shot clock. Tries the spin move. For the three-point line, it's Augustine.
Good at contesting without fouling. I like seeing Redick in the face of his man.
The dish to Collins. Back to Redick. Fires from the wing. Augustine grabs the board.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Now here's Jackson. Jackson is doubled. Pass to Jock. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 6 assists now in the game. Outside Collins. Augustine with the steal. Pass to Jock. Dishes it to Jackson. Jackson is doubled. Livingston passes to Jock. Rebound by the Magic.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Magic.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
Yep, but 2 more to go before the end of the season, and they'll obviously be very confident heading into those 2 games.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Dwight Howard.
Boy, I liked how he mixed it up on the glass. Wasn't afraid to get in there and do the dirty work. Showed some real grit and toughness tonight.
And the first one drops. Irving's checked in for Orlando. Both free throws good from Jackson. 58 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Richardson outside. There's the pass to Towns. On the wing, Irving. Wallace covering. Redick setting the pick for Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lays it up off the glass.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And it's the Bobcats with the ball after the Magic pick up 2. And they double up Jackson. There's the 3. That's good from Wallace on the assist by Jackson.
A terrific pass there by Steven Jackson.
And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Redick against Augustine. Redick surveying the D. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.